Hello, and welcome back. It's been a minute, right? Like 1 week. It feels like like century since we were live, and we are here with you again. And for anybody who is just tuning in, hello. This is Passion Unscripted podcast, and it's me, Irina Portnova, who is teaching more about manifestation and how to manifest your best love to yourself and to your partner. And I am here with Dina Alexander. Hello,
Hi.
lovely. Yeah, say a little bit about yourself.
Um, Kisses to everybody. It's Monday, fun day. We did it on Wednesday, I think last week, and it felt like Monday fun day. So I like the
Mhm.
Mondays. I am Dina Alexander. I live on the island of Aruba, and I am a personal coach, a relationship coach, and a sex coach. I do believe in marrying the sex with spirituality, and as you, if that's a strong basis foundation for
Mhm.
yourself, if you have that covered, and if you don't, I can teach you how.
I love that. And we have a fun topic today, the hidden drain of playing it safe. This is like such a big thing that a lot of times people just, like kind of just not even talking about it. Hey, Elle. Hello, Elle. It's great to see you with us.
Hi, Elle. Love to see. I invited Giovanni to
Mm-hmm.
join us today because he
Yeah, it was his lines. Yes.
uh, it was
Mm-hmm.
he was that shared this information with us. Giovanni shared a story that stopped me in my tracks. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
it was a story about a man who had it all on paper, but
Mm-hmm.
inside he felt completely empty. It's a story about comfort, courage, and what happens when the life you're living doesn't feel like the one you chose.
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're listening to us, grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your wine, whatever you're sipping, and let's soul dive into this.
Mm-hmm.
So, Irina, Giovanni shared the story. A man in his late 30s, good job, stable life, respectable relationship, the kind of the life most people would call successful. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But one day over coffee, he said something so raw. I think I've been living a life I never really chose. That's deep. He
Mm-hmm.
stayed, he stayed where it was safe. And a lot of us do that.
Yes, absolutely. A lot of us do that. Yep.
In the job, the job he had didn't feed his soul. The relationship he had lost its sparks.
Mm-hmm.
um, in a version of life that looked perfect but felt like suffocation. So,
Mm-hmm.
how many of us haven't been there or is not living that? Okay, at
Mm-hmm.
this moment, this story isn't just about career or success, it's about intimacy. That's where I
Mm-hmm.
want to keep it because that's my genre. Not just
Mm-hmm.
with others, but with ourselves, that part of intimacy. Because before we can be honest in our relationship, we have to be honest with our own truths. Okay? So let before I start, tell me what comes up. What you
Yeah,
think.
for me, what comes up, it's true. Like a lot of people are living in that bubble, right? And it was also me when I was not awakened, when I was not aware. So a lot of times we are just kind of going through the motions in life, and we do not even have the time to pause and ponder. And sometimes it's even scary to do that because we know that once we start digging, we are going to dig deep and deep and deep. And a lot of us are not ready to face the truth.
Yes, my dear. We live in a world that celebrates the checklist of
Mm-hmm.
life. Good
Yep,
job, good
totally.
relationship, good house, settled.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But as you said, what happens when your soul doesn't feel settled? Even when your
Mm-hmm.
life looks perfect. Oh, what
Mm-hmm.
does L say? Staying in the dry drain is just like hiding our personality from portraying our true self. Yes, L.
Totally. Yeah.
And we keep on choosing that. We keep on
Mm-hmm.
why? Okay, let's talk. I hope
Mm-hmm.
Giovanni comes in because
Mm-hmm.
I did send him a message.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's continue. Comfort can become a cage, and I'm going to say it for the second time. Comfort can become a cage, a prison.
Mm-hmm.
We tell ourselves this is how we talk to ourselves. It is not that bad. At least it is stable. Maybe I'm asking for too much. That's how we keep ourselves
Mm-hmm.
in that prison. But let's get real. Staying where your spirit is shrinking isn't safety. It's slow spiritual death. And here's the tricky part. Sometimes the world praises your comfort and shames your courage. Leave the job. You're being reckless. I was told I was reckless. But I
Mm-hmm.
did reach at a point my kids were grown up. They were studying. I didn't see myself another 5 years like that. I started my business and I'm helping people and I'm so happy. So
Mm-hmm.
so happy. So I wasn't reckless in my view. And the relationship, you're giving up. No. Sometimes a relationships need to end for you to start something new. I don't believe in divorces, but I do believe the universe does give you enough opportunity to see that something needs to stop. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
But as Giovanni's post said so beautiful, the greater risk isn't leaving, it is staying.
Totally.
What comes up, Irina? Share with me.
What comes up is just like it's true, and like this truth touches upon everybody, non-exceptional, right? Maybe somebody had it in just like when they are just in relationship, not necessarily in the marriage. For somebody, like for me, it was in the marriage. And again, it takes the boldness to really look into the situation and be real with yourself, because a lot of people are staying where they are, especially I feel like men do, because the financial disaster is something that like really like blocks their idea of living, because they think, oh my god, I'm going to lose so much. But at the same time, for me, like losing the peace is the most difficult thing to lose, because finances is something we can create, and that's what I teach people. Finances is the least scariest thing, believe it or not, that you can lose, because you can all gain it back. But if you lose your peace, if you lose your sanity, if you lose that zest for life, this is something that you really, really have to consider.
Yes, ma'am. That's why I like to talk to you. I like our Mondays.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Al wants to say something. Comfort is keeping yourself in the cage, and freedom is
Right.
reacting out to the sky of
Mm-hmm.
life. Really, yes.
Yep.
Al, maybe you can share one opportunity that you took and for the freedom. Maybe that would be
Yeah.
nice because we have our point of view. I'm going to share. I shared mine.
Mm-hmm.
I start my own business after being a banker for 25 years. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, it was a it wasn't a tough decision. It was tough hearing what others need to say about my life. That was tough. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm going to wait on the on
Yeah,
what.
but like since you're touching that, for me, I lost the job right during the pandemic, and rather than just getting like upset as a lot of people, I was searching for solution. What can I do in that situation, right? And that's how I attracted the idea for my business. And then again, I lost my marriage because of I chose to follow my passion, right? And so it's just like we cannot win without losing. It's just like, to keep the balance in life. That's how it is. So when we are playing safe and just like trying not to rock the boat, that's like the path that we are not going to really experience who we truly are. Because what makes us stronger, what makes us to become another version, a better version of ourselves, is when we are going through struggles and challenges, and when we can come out on the other side now looking back and saying, oh my God, I've done it.
Yes, yes, yes. So, Irina, let's take this deeper, okay, into intimacy. That's my part, that's my area.
Mm-hmm.
Because this same pattern shows up in our relationship.
Right.
So many people stay in connections that look like right, but don't feel right. Okay, we protect relationships that drain us just because they feel familiar. But here's the truth I've learned as a coach. Familiar doesn't always mean safe. Sometimes familiar is just what we've survived the longest. Okay?
Mhm.
Intimacy isn't built on pretending, and that's a lot of us that do that, even though we are so suffering, and we go outside and we pretend, and others do see us and they want to live like you, and you are pretending. And let's be very um, um,
Honest.
that's the word that I'm looking for. Let's be honest. Okay,
You
stop.
know what, Dina, as you are sharing, they are looking at us and we are pretending. You know what? Them as well are pretending. That's the whole, like that's the whole reality of this world. Everybody, like pretending to pretend to be somebody else they are not. And it takes like a real courage for somebody to really, like say how it is. Especially, it's not something that is acceptable in the society, right? If you go to all these parties, whoever is going to complain about their marriages? Everybody looks like everybody's so happy, everybody knows what they are doing, but come home and there is a lot of misery.
I love it. So let me continue. Intimate. I love it because you just interrupted me. That's what I want. I want you to come in and say things. Intimacy isn't built on pretending. That's where I was talking. It is built on truth. Yeah, that's it. That's the point. It's built only on truth, even when the truth shakes, and it shakes the ground beneath your feet, and it shakes everything in your body. That is the real thing, and you shouldn't. It's the time that you can evolve and work on your shadow works. Okay, both partners. So if you're listening to us, ask yourself, am I being seen or just staying? Okay, I'm going to pause here because they are listening to us. Am I connected to this person or just avoiding being alone? Am I choosing for love or am I choosing for comfort? Okay.
That's so good. And it's so true because, again, we were never taught how to choose the right partner. And whatever we were, like with our level of awareness, that's what we were doing. And I love how you said that comfort is not necessarily something good for us, because even the worst patterns that are showing up for somebody who used to the person that they are abusing them, they are always going to connect with that abuser without realizing that a healthy relationship is much better for them. They would still fall into the trap to be with the abuser, right? So the idea is we really, first of all, it's all in awareness, like really understanding where we are at and what is something where we are experiencing the pain, and we are experiencing the loneliness, and we are experiencing like we are the one navigating. Because for me, for the longest in my marriage, like, yeah, it was comfortable. Yes, we went a lot of times on vacations. We did a lot of things together, but still I always felt like I was navigated as a single parent on many, many levels.
Yes, yes, and a lot of women feel like that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What does Al say? Choosing love, choosing happiness. Yes, yes,
Absolutely.
Al. So, Irina, leaving what no longer aligns isn't betrayal, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It is self-honoring. And
Mm-hmm.
a lot of religions or beliefs can tell you everything that you are um, they can they invent everything for you to feel bad as a woman instead of helping you to self honor yourself. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and when you choose yourself, you give others permission to do the same.
Totally.
Yes.
Yep.
So I'm going to share a story about a client of mine that she decided to leave the a boring relationship. He was a good man. He had a stable job, uh, but it was boring. Okay, so she decided to leave, and she thought maybe he would bring some changes and bring the spark back. But he went out and searched for another woman. So he made a
Mm.
decision. He made a decision. I don't think that's the good choice that what she did. She had to sit with a coach instead,
Yeah.
instead of leaving. But that happened at that time, and she did not know me. But he made a decision. Okay, both of them made a decision. He left the house, the bed, and he did not take go after her and ask her, hey, we need to talk about this. Okay, he went out and searched for another lady.
Mm-hmm.
She was replaced. So
And you know what, Dina? I think it's also the common denominator because people are not used to put the work in. It's like in this society, like everybody is looking for the quick fix, whatever it is, and they do not know that relationship takes two people. There is no such a thing that one is carrying the burden and another one is just having a free ride. It has to be both people, where
yes,
both people are open, where both people know exactly that they want to be with each other. And that's how things are really coming together. Because in my situation, it was like I didn't even want to talk to my ex-husband because he wasn't even in his, like clear mind. He would always yell and always blame. And I was like, you know what, for me, I'd rather, like you're saying, not staying safe, but not even to rock that boat because my peace was the priority.
yes, yes, yes. And I can my last yes, yes.
Mhm.
So the time doesn't wait. So usually I do give a tip or so. So let me share a tip. Okay. Um, if this story resonates with you, if you've ever felt like that man that Giovanni shared the story with us in our group, here are some reflections. I'm going to share some of them. Okay, some practical tips. I don't know if the time can will I can give a lot. Okay, check your alignment. I like journaling. Write down where your life feels right and where it feels off. Be honest, not polite. Okay, be honest with yourself. Nobody's going to see that piece of paper. It's you with you. Redefine success. Is your version of success actually yours or one inherited from your family, culture, or society? So, yeah. and start micro liberations. So we can be free, but not all of a sudden let loose. But you can start by micro liberations.
Mhm.
You don't have to burn it all down. Start small, saying no when you mean no. Take a break from what drains you. Explore what excites you. Okay? So, my last tip, have the brave conversation that I said to my client, that she had to have this brave conversation with your partner. Whether it's your partner or your boss or yourself, speak your truth. Uncomfortably honest creates deeper intimacy. If you're comfortably silence will break that intimacy.
Mhm.
Okay, and you'll stop. Okay. Find your people. Hey, if this story touched you, something in you, maybe it's time to start your own conversation, and you can join our group, because that's how Giovanni shared this information, and we started talking, and this live will be posted in the group for information, for education. Okay, join our Step and Soul with as a city coach group, Facebook group. Share your story, share your moment and your courage, and or share it with someone that are going through this, that you know. What comes up, Irina?
You know what comes up? Reach out for help, because a lot of times in our circle we cannot really be ourselves, right? Again, because there is a lot of fear of judge things, right? And then it's like another thing. Okay, what are they going to think about me, right? And that's why it's important to have the support with you, community, the coach, whoever it is, just where you can be yourself. You can shed all these identities and all your what is something that really makes you sing the songs and really enjoying the life to the fullest, right? And that's why we are running these episodes, just to show you that the help is always there, and for you to reach out either to Dina or myself and see where it takes you.
Yeah, love it.
Yep.
Love it. Love it, Irina.
Yes.
My last words. If you are being protected of your life, and it doesn't reflect your truth, this is your gentle nudge. Okay, you deserve more than safe. You deserve more than being alive. Okay, you deserve being super alive.
You deserve
okay? Living your life.
to live to the fullest, right?
That's good. That's what I wanted to say. And until next time, stay brave, stay soulful,
Yeah.
stay truthful.
Totally. And Al, thank you so much for joining. We're always so happy to see you with us. And for everybody else who's watching the replay, if you feel like this episode might help somebody that you personally know, just share, and know that by sharing you are helping others, because we were never meant to do this alone.
Yes.
All right, sending lots of